This is Sebastian's fourth time with the spin, and I'm doing it completely at liberty now,
Good boy.
and he's really figured it out.
Good
So this is
job.
pretty much an end behavior for him
Nice.
because I'm not going to shape it to make it like a perfect spin.
Good
I like it like this, so this is pretty much the end goal. Um, he's doing it really well. He's going off of the cue. I don't really have to use my target. He'll go both directions, so I'm really happy with that. So I'll give him a minute to chew, and then we'll ask for the spin again. But I really like that behavior, and I think he does too, so that's nice. And he's
Good
really good
boy.
at going
Good
both directions, so
boy. Good
that's
job.
pretty much a finished behavior for him. He kind of didn't end all the way, so I just kind of put the food at the end of the spin so that he has to go take those couple steps over and get the food. So there might be like some touch-ups there, like where I have to have him finish it or something like that, but this is pretty much it for him, and I'm really happy and surprised of how quickly he learned it. So I definitely need to go back and look at other behaviors that we've been struggling with and try to figure out better ways to communicate to him what it is that I want, since he learned this so fast. I definitely know it's
Spin.
possible. So I need to
Spin.
make sure I'm on that one side of him where he gets a little confused. And I kind of use my hand there as like a little bit of a target,
Good job.
kind of show him the answer, and he does that really well. So that looks really good. Gonna move him over so the camera can see, and then cue for that spin. And he gets a little confused when I'm on that side, and
Yes.
he sees that cue from the opposite side. So if I do it from his left side, he gets a little confused.
Turn around.
So I think part of it is kind of pushing that front end away. And if I'm not on his right side asking for a left spin, he gets a little confused like you see there. So we could probably work on that and tweak that a little bit too. Give him a moment to chew here. And then we're gonna work on the smile a little bit. So he's done the smile on and off for a little bit. You've seen other videos of me working on it. I'm trying to work on it now without the target because I think he's got the cue pretty solid. That one, he kind of lifted up his face, but he didn't really do his lips. That one was
Good. That was a
perfect. That
good
was
one.
beautiful.
Nice
So he
job.
does do it well. It's just not consistent. So that's what we're kind of working on with that at the moment. And again, a lot of this is my fault because I'll do a behavior and he'll be like, oh, well, he smiles now. And then I'll kind of forget about it and work on something else. And I don't really like perfect it to where like, okay, it's on a cue and I get the lip up all the time. I think like sometimes I'll do something and I'll be like, well, that's good enough. And then I get distracted with
Ready?
something else.
Smile.
So that definitely is what happened with this behavior.
Close.
That was a really nice one as well. It's just kind of hard to see, but he did bring up that low or that upper lip. So that's really what I'm looking for. So I tell him smile is my verbal
Again.
cue, and then I pick up that
Smile.
one finger. And like here, he's lifting his head, but not lifting up that upper lip.
Ready?
So I'm gonna give him a 3-second
Smile.
pause and ask again. And he kind of did it that time. So I'm just gonna give him a little bit of reinforcement because I still want him trying in this behavior. For him, he'll stop trying if I don't reinforce very much. So I need to make it a little easier. So I give him a little bit of reinforcement and I give him a big jackpot, a lot of reinforcement when he gets it completely correct. So he's got a little bit more motivation. That seems to work well with him. So again, there. So he
Good
didn't do
boy.
it. I had my
Good
finger just kind
job.
of touch his upper lip and then he lifted it up, and I'll give him a jackpot here to show him that yes, that was the behavior I want. I want that upper lip to be lifted up. So trying to be more specific with what behaviors I want. So the next thing I wanted to work on was the bow. So I wanted to teach him to back up from a chest cue, and then we're going to work on lifting his foot because I kind of need both of those things. So I'm going to help him out with the target, my tactile cue on his chest, show him with the target. There he kind of leans back. I'm going to click and reinforce. So I want that like chest cue. He does know the back with the target, and somewhat of a voice cue. There, that was really nice. But I want that hand on his chest to lean back and rock back a little bit because I want him to like lift a leg, rock back, and kind of get into a bow. So that's kind of the beginning here, is just asking for that chest cue back. That looked really nice. As soon as I put my hand on his chest, he took a nice little step back. His mouth is kind of full here. So that was a nice beginning of the bow though.